Hi, this is an introduction to EDUPOV's P Series cameras, the major components that make them up and how they go together. This is the DVR recorder, a very small device, not much bigger than a credit card. It's got a 2 GB flash drive and will take up to a 16 GB mini TF card, a little SD card slot. It's got a power on button, volume control buttons, an escape and a mode button, an enter button, a scroll up and down button, an AV out, an AV in, reset button, and a USB port. USB port's not just for hooking up to the computer, it's also for power charging. The unit has a little lithium battery and charges from either USB or the supplied power adapter. So all in all, very neat little small device. This uses external cameras. Cameras come in 3 types. There's the P1 camera, which is a very, very small barrel cam with an AV connection that goes into the DVR recorder and a little tiny microphone. Very small and neat. There's the P2 camera, which is a pair of sunglasses. Cameras in the front of the glasses there. Small and neat, comfortable to wear, very light, and again cable with a connector to go to the DVR. And then the third camera is a P3 series camera, which is a higher end bullet cam. This has some LED globes in the end of it as well as the lens. It's not usually recommended that you run the LED globes during normal operation of the camera, as they do tend to chew the battery up and the camera head can get quite hot. For most normal operation they wouldn't be needed at all. We now have a headset with an adapter that will work with both the P1 and the P3 series cameras. The little PVC tube adapter that clips into the headset can be adjusted for both lateral and vertical field of view on a little ratchet. The ratchet adjustment is fairly stiff and should actually be adjusted while it's not being worn to prevent the possibility of damaging the unit. And both cameras fit in the same adapter. This is the P3 camera and just slides forward. Into the adapted housing. Nice neat fit, and when that's locked into the mount, the camera is actually concealed and protected inside that plastic housing. The P1 camera also fits within the same housing. The housing has been rebaited in through the front to allow the little tiny camera to fit into it, and nice and neat, as you can see, very firm fit, especially again when it's locked into the head mount. And there's a little camera right there. So all in all, a fairly neat little package, adaptable to suit different needs and and budgets. The P01, P1 camera, which is the camera head and the DVR player, retails for $310. And the headset and adapter an additional $65 plus GST. So fairly neat budget price little unit. The P2 camera, which includes the DVR and the sunglasses, retails for $340, which is a pretty good price considering that the same camera retails for upwards of $499 at other websites around Australia. We've committed to keep our prices as low as we reasonably can to enable them to fall within the budget constraints of most education systems. And then the P3 camera, which is this camera head, the DVR and the headset, which we retail for $410. So all in all, they're all pretty compatible as far as price goes, and below the general market value of most of these units at most other comparable places around the web. So that's all. Next we'll look at assembling and operating one of the camera units.